To 102 Maple Avenue, possible stroke victim.
When stroke occurs, you have 60 minutes to win or lose the race of your life. There are new treatments, but you must get to a hospital fast. If you suddenly feel weakness on one side, have trouble speaking, walking, or seeing, it could be a stroke. Call 911. Get to a hospital. Because how you spend the next 60 minutes could determine how you spend the rest of your life. Stroke. Know the signs. Act in time. A message from the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke.
At Donors Choose, we want students and teachers to have the tools they need for a great education.
I'm going to ask you guys about the weather up there because I'll make the joke. We're supposed to be talking about golf, but every guest every week we talk about the weather.
Classroom.
Because it affected you guys up there, and it was a disaster here yesterday.
With your hosts, PGA professionals Jordan Young, Mike Fay, Brian Cairns, and WJR's own Sean Legion.
Well, so glad you could join us on a Sunday night per usual here at Spin on Golf. Here on 760 WJR, usual suspects, Jordan Young, Mike Fay, BC. BC and Jordan Young both showing us some of the beautiful scenery that you can see up north. First of all, we got to ask these guys. I know the answer, but you don't. Jordan, BC, where are you guys at tonight?
Well, I'm at Deer Lake. We've got the Tournament of Champions dinner here. Beautiful, sunny, 85 degrees. Always beautiful up here.
I'm over at Bay Harbor. It's 75 degrees because there's this cold body of water next to me. But watching people get rescued from a abandoned or tipped over sailboat.
Yeah, what was that? You were telling us right before we went on. I mean, you literally over your shoulder, you just watched this happen?
Yeah, the boat just kind of, we looked up, didn't see the boat. All we saw was the keel sticking out of the water with a person on it, and then another boat next to it bailing people out of the water.
Unbelievable.
Kind of bizarre.
Mike Fay and I in our pastel rooms, so we don't have quite the scenery that they do, Mike, but I hope you are well.
I am well. It was a tough night. You said last night down in the Detroit area for all of us with the tornadoes and severe thunderstorms. We hope everybody is safe down here. That was tough last night. I mean, I don't know. It was just a tough night. Right, Sean?
Tornado touchdown of Wolverine. Wolverine Lake, I heard.
You know what, guys? This is a golf show, but it seems like every week we end up talking about weather and how weather is affecting all of us, and certainly the game of golf. I know Jordan and BC, you guys had to deal with that a little bit. I'll let you explain it. But, Mike, just to piggyback on what you said, it was every bit as bad as that crazy rainstorm that we had about a month ago, except it didn't last as long. It blew through, and it was – the trees were at a 90-degree angle. It was insane for about 15 minutes and just poured for about 30 minutes. It was incredible. Weather affecting you guys up there as well, Jordan, BC, right?
Yeah, well, I've got a story about BC. I mean, we were at Bay Harbor yesterday, and we knew it wasn't going to be good, and I was just trying to get some practice in and play, and we looked forward to it. Unfortunately, it was canceled. It rained all morning. We didn't have the extreme weather. At least we avoided some of it, but it rained really hard. I mean, hard enough where if you ran to your car, you're going to get soaked. So I'm trying to find BC, and he's out on the range. Yeah. And he was out on the range not for like 10 minutes, not for 20 minutes. He was out there, I think, for about an hour and a half.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, like, I've known BC for a long time, and I'm like, this is kind of making me a little upset because I want to be out there practicing, but there's no way I'm going out there. It is brutal. And he was out there for an hour and a half, and then finally I gave up. I went home, and then I practiced later on that night. But I don't know what you were doing out there, BC, but it must have been real nice.
One of our sponsors at WJR, the guy I played with, Phil, does the radio show after us, actually.
Yeah.
Phil's like, come on out there to the range. He's from L.A. And I'm like, L.A.? You don't sound like you're from L.A. Lower Alabama. So he wanted to go out there and spend some time out there. So I ended up giving him a lesson for an hour.
Your new favorite lefty.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Then we ended up and went out and played 27 holes.
Oh yeah,
so
I know.
Kind of cool.
And then typical up north, last night went out on Stu Schulman's boat, and we took a little trip over to Charlevoix and watched the fireworks. It was crazy. It was awesome, and the lake was it was so cool. So it's always good to be up north, and we got a little taste of some good weather last night, and we were lucky. And again today, it's just beautiful.
I can't get that image, though, of the bishop from Caddyshack out of my head when you tell that story, Jordan. I mean, was that BC? Was he yelling rat farts? I mean, how did that work out last night?
Sean, 3 times. 3 times. 8 o'clock, they went, okay, we're going to try to go at, I'm going to use someone else's voice. Okay, we're going to try to go at 8:30. So I run out there and try to go hit balls, and there's a bolt of lightning at the end of the range. I run back in. I mean, literally ran back in. Gave Jurasek, and I ran back in. 9 o'clock goes, okay, we're going to go try at 9 o'clock. So I run back out there at 8:45. Another bolt of lightning.
Yeah, we both came back in.
Oh my God.
It was crazy.
3 times it did that.
Unbelievable. Well, lots of stuff to get into. Obviously, we've got to talk about what happened at the Olympics. We have a guest coming up at about 7:15 as well here on Spin on Golf, Casey Powers. The head golf professional at Boyne Mountain Resort. I mean, so many good things going on, not just the tournament champions that we'll be keeping an eye on, but so many things going on at Boyne. Got to get your take, guys, about the Olympics. Bryson out for Team USA. Reed, we think in.
Yes.
In.
Yes.
And then for Ram, not being replaced by the Spanish, it sounds like 59 golfers in the Olympic tournament now.
Captain America.
Yeah. I like the replacement. I love the replacement.
So what's he going to do? He's going to jump on a plane, get tested, get over there, and tee it up on, what, Wednesday or Thursday? Is that the deal?
Not like you can quarantine.
It's a crazy situation with Ram as well, because you might remember it wasn't that long ago, guys, and everybody saw the video footage, and your heart broke for the guy. He said he had been vaccinated. He was in that 2-week waiting period. But unfortunately, he got COVID, and here we are again. I mean, just a little bit over a month later, as it were. I mean, it's crazy when you think about it, out again with a positive COVID test.
Now, is this his third time or second time? I can't keep track.
I think it's his second. It's his, but this one was out of that 2-week period. You know, what a lot of people said, if you remember at the memorial, is he was in that 2-week period, and he got it, so he should have the antibodies, and then, you know, he was fully vaccinated as it was, and somehow, some way, he got it, and that's the reality. I hate to switch sports, but you see this happening in other places. In baseball, it's happened. Yeah. You've had a slew of New York Yankees.
All over science.
Yeah.
Screw the science.
This is the reality of what we're dealing with right now. I guess we're very lucky, though. The PGA has not been hit hard. We've been very lucky in that regard. As a matter of fact, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, they're going to stop testing, in particular for the vaccinated, coming up shortly here, right? BC, I see you shaking your head, but I believe that's what's been reported.
Yes, that's 100% affirmative. As long as you've been in the quote-unquote bubble and doing all the protocols, yes, that's going to happen.
BC, were you tested 2 weeks ago out at the Senior Open? I
got tested before I went, just to make sure. I didn't want to travel and have any complications once they get there. But no, they did not request it. The great state of Nebraska does not request it. If we were in other states, they probably would have. But no, it was okay going to Nebraska.
Yeah, interesting. Listen, as I mentioned, we have a special guest coming up in a little bit, a guy that Mike Fay, I'm sure that you're familiar with. We've got Casey Powers joining us to talk about what's going on. A little familiar with him, Mike?
Casey Powers is the best. We're going to have fun with him tonight.
He's an Ohio State guy, I believe.
That's the only bad thing about Casey.
He's so low key, so mellow. You know, he's okay.
Good. Looking forward to having a chat with him. We've heard about the Tournament of Champions. Lots of stuff to get into as well, including, you're never going to believe this, but Louis finished second again in a tournament. Mike will tell us what's going on in the LPGA as well. Don't go anywhere. More Spin on Golf on a Sunday night right here on 760 WJR.
Louis going to be the player of the year, the POY.
He's got more thrust. It says
you're
Sears
live
on it.
the radio.
Hello.
Hey guys,
there he
Can
is.
you hear me?
I can hear you. Who am I talking to?
This is Casey.
Casey.
Yeah, Sean.
Casey
Hey, I want that mask. I want that mask that you were wearing.
Is that champagne?
That was champagne, yeah. You know, we're up.
I wasn't watching, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like Casey. I'm like, hey, that's freaking champagne.
What's up, brother?
Hey,
Stewart.
Living the dream.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
Casey, get closer. Casey, get closer to your mic if you can. You're a little low.
All right, I'll try to be loud. How's that?
Yeah, you need to get as close as you can get, okay?
A little bit better, Sean?
Yeah, you sound like you're far away,
Yeah,
so you need to get as close as you can. Okay.
Hey, Mike,
Talk
remember
really
when you
loud.
in the tree, though? That was like a big-time wrestler?
Yes.
Can you guys... You remember that, dude? In the tree? It was like
Yeah.
17 Monument or something like that?
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, he needs that mask. Sean, you'd have liked that. Literally, Mike goes out there and there's a guy in a tree in a world
Hey,
WWF.
Casey, I think you should
full-on
put a hat on.
Yeah? Is that my- if
Yeah, I
got
don't
too
even
much forehead?
recognize you.
There
Yeah,
you
That's
go.
better.
Too much forehead.
That's
I had a
better.
great-
Yeah. Look, so much
Sean,
more
I
handsome with
had-
a hat on and
Yeah.
a mask and glasses.
Yeah.
When I put the glasses on, I can't even see the screen.
Girls every day there, Brian.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, there's some kind of buzz sound, guys. Rieger, Torch.
Is that me?
I don't know what it is.
Static.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jordan. It's Jordan. It's the background where Jordan is.
That's a bug.
Yeah, it's the background where Jordan. That's what's causing it. You might want to take off the windscreen, Jordan, off of the microphone. That might help.
I put it on the back side of it.
Okay.
All right, that sounds better.
Yeah, there's just a bug right close by that was.
I just think that the wind blowing through the windscreen was causing the static. So yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Casey, how much worse was the weather down there than it was up here?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a bunch of electricity. Yeah, so we had the rain, but we had a lot of lightning.
Casey, do you guys want Casey to come over here and talk on this one so we can hear him?
Yeah, because I'm yelling as loud as I can.
That might work better, Jordan.
Casey, why don't you just come on over here?
Okay.
Bye, Casey.
Sorry. Yeah, no, he just couldn't hear you. That's all right.
Oh, is that great?
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
God, you look much better on that camera. You look way better on that camera.
Well, it's because we're facing the sun.
Ah.
Yeah.
Can you actually put that on?
Put on what?
I can't hear it.
Oh, here.
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish
You're a little
is
earwax.
Pretty bad.
when you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind. Babbel's conversation-based method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive, bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres? No matter your learning style or experience level, Babbel has lessons designed for you that will get you speaking quickly and confidently. I tried learning Spanish before, but I couldn't stick with it until I found Babbel.
There's no easier way to learn another language.
Ahora hablamos español.
He just said now he speaks Spanish.
I can't wait to use our new language skills on our upcoming adventures.
No habla.
Babbel, language for life, celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
think we should play 3 rounds.
Welcome back to the Spin on Golf Show. Now, back to your hosts, PGA professionals Jordan Young, Mike Fay, Brian Cairns, and WJR's own Sean Belegian.
Well, so glad you could join us wherever you may be this Sunday night here on 760 WJR. Maybe you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, whatever the case may be. We are happy that you can join us here on Spin on Golf. Happy that our next guest can join us as well. Let's welcome him in. He is the head golf professional at Boyne Mountain Resort. Let's welcome Casey Powers into the show. And first of all, Casey, really appreciate you joining us here tonight. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm good, Sean, but you're actually taking me away from the cocktail party. Just saying.
Even worse yet, you're standing like 2 feet away from Jordan. So that's I'm sorry to do that to you.
Well, my mom's from Toronto, so the Canada thing's okay.
How's my cologne smell?
You smell nice.
It's the closest I've been to somebody in like 2.5 years.
Yeah, he smells nice.
Hey, it's an exciting weekend. It's interesting as we're sitting here on StreamYard and, people can watch just the smiles, whether it be BC, Jordan. Jordan's had a smile on his face up there. You're beaming right now. What does this whole event mean to you?
Oh, it's so cool, especially I've taken a year off and, these are all my homies for the most part. This is what we do. And, these guys are great. And just to get them back up here and, also to showcase what we have up here, we call it God's country and we're not lying. It's amazing here. Just to get everybody up here and, everybody, I don't know, they get up here and they just kind of chill out a little bit. They relax. You could just see it, I live up here 365. So this is what I get all the time, and and it's just amazing. And like I said, there's just a vibe, just living up in northern Michigan. And as we say, don't tell your friends, just your really good friends. We don't want to give away the secret too much.
No, not to everybody.
I don't know. Maybe Stephen Kircher would be like, no, tell them all. But, yeah.
Casey Powers kindly joining us here on Spin on Golf. You mentioned it, 29th year starting tomorrow. I can't even imagine how difficult it was, for Jordan, for BC, for you to not have that. It means more this year. I know it's cheesy, but 2 years is a heck of a long time. It's got to mean more to all of you.
Yeah, absolutely, Sean. It is, and we love to puff out our chest a little bit. We love to showcase our resort. We love to get the guys up here, the Pro-Am, that we just had that the last couple of days. Yeah, it's just really good to just to feel it, and that's what Northern Michigan's about. Get up here, enjoy yourself, put your sandals on, relax a little bit, and and then obviously with our golf, it's amazing.
It's interesting. One of the things we joke about on this show, it's always about golf, but this year in particular, I don't know if it's been this way up at Boyne, but my goodness gracious, Southeast Michigan, we have seen more rain than any year I can remember in the fall. With that being said, I know you guys had some weather coming in. How does the course look right now?
It's great. We haven't had as much as you guys have down south. We've had some strategic. Really Saturday was the first day that we really had to suspend play. Even then when we were having rain, we were able to get it in. Our two superintendents, Kurt Fisher and Chris Burnett, they're wonderful. Those guys are rock stars. That place out there looks amazing. It was cool yesterday afternoon after we were able to play a little golf in the late afternoon, and people that were coming in were saying it drained great, course looked great, and it's nice. It's a beautiful day today with a little breeze. Get the sun out, dry it out a little bit. I think it's gonna be great. The golf courses, like I said, those two superintendents are rock stars.
This is such a unique tournament. It really is a 29th year. That first and foremost is pretty cool. But tell everybody about this format. It really is unique, and this field is let's put it this way: all stars left and right.
Oh yeah, it's huge. I think we're 115 strong tomorrow. We've got 7 past champions representing 13 championships. I think we've got 13 Hall of Famers or 17 Hall of Famers.
14
playing. But yeah, Sean, you mentioned it's the coolest format because it's juniors, it's seniors, it's ladies, it's gentlemen. If you win a major event in Michigan, doesn't matter what you are, you're in, and each event has a certain longevity to it. I'm really excited. Dave Szymanski, one of my homies, just won the Fortress down there, the Pro-Am. So he's in it for the next 5 years. The first thing he did was call me. He's like, "You're going to see me for the next 5 years." I'm like, this is fantastic. But yeah, so, and everybody gets their own tee box. They all play from the correct yardage for what they would normally play in their events. And, and then you put on your bootstraps and you get after it. I think we've had everything but a junior win this event, which is fantastic.
Casey Powers kindly joining us, the head golf professional, of course, up at Boyne Mountain Resort. I'm going to shut up because I'm sure these guys have some things to say to you. Who wants to go first? I'm sure there's some stuff you have for Casey. Jordan, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just echo what Casey said. I mean, you come up here, you get to chill out. The staff is great. The courses are a lot of fun. I mean, you just grab a cart, go to the range, and you can hit balls all day, all night if you want. Nobody cares. Everybody's friendly. It's just a good getaway, and the golf is great. BC and I have been doing this a long time. BC a little longer than I, and all the same faces here. I mean, everybody's walking by, from guys that played college all the way through their wives and their kids. You get to see all these kids grow up over the years, and it's just a pretty special place.
BC, what about you?
It's my host, the place I'm staying with, we always talk about the Alpine being probably our favorite Boyne golf course. And then when they added the monument, I kind of like the monument. I guess I'm one of the weird guys, but I like the flow of it. And again, like Jordan said, every time you come up there, you see the same families, and you see the same families growing, but you see the Boyne family, the same Boyne family. And every year, Casey has some other kids there, but all the kids are flamboyant, outgoing, happy. So it's like Casey hires people that are just like him. It's like, how do you keep finding these people? It's pretty amazing how nice everybody is there and how they keep their attitudes the way it's been the last 2 years with the COVID. But yeah, the place is great. I mean, we played it on Friday. The golf course, fantastic as usual. As promised, Bernie 10 years ago said it's going to be country club conditions from now on at Boyne. Mm-hmm. And true to his point, it is. It's a really cool place, and this was Mr. Kircher's first place, if I'm not mistaken. Casey, correct?
Second, I think he did the Heather first. Yeah, I think
Heather was okay.
Yeah, I think Alpine in '72 though.
It is amazing. Yeah. I mean, it is an alpine course. It's on a mountain, right? And every year the greens are spectacular. I mean, I know we're here in the middle of the season, but every year the greens are great. And by the way, people are skiing down them. There's snow piled on them, and I mean, kudos to the staff.
It's always kind of the most interesting thing to, when we first open, the hardest thing we have to do is we actually have to take a snowcat and plow the way to get to the first tee, because that's a ski run. Everything else is melted, but we actually got to get a snowcat just to get the snow off the cart path so we can get to the first tees.
Mike, wow. From your vantage point, you have certainly some experience up there. You know Casey. It's funny, you and I are kind of looking at Jordan and BC, and they have that exact look that Casey's talking about, that chilled, relaxed look. And we have that, well, we're in Southeast Michigan look right now. But all jokes aside, that place means something to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Spending 12 years up at Boyne, working with that man right there that you guys see on StreamYard. Long time, my friend.
Yeah. Well,
running the TSC. I love you too.
Yeah, you resurrected my golf game. That guy, yes. you want a promotional for a teacher, a coach? Yeah, this guy. My game was dead.
And these guys are pretty good on stage too. You guys have a good little side game on stage.
Do, little Mutt and Jeff going on.
Yeah, we're on stage a bunch during the TSC week, and it's a lot of fun. One of the things being up there, like you said, Case, is everybody coming up and seeing us from anywhere around the state, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they know us by name, and they are just really, really great to us. They love being up there, you know what I mean? And it's cool for us to be hosts of that event, right? I mean, it's really, really neat. And we're very, very proud of what we have up north. It's an awesome place.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, it's also given me an opportunity. So when I venture into, some state tournaments, maybe go downstate, man, I just, everybody's like, hey, Kate. Yeah, it's really cool. The camaraderie that that goes on around here is fantastic.
Well, BC, you said it a moment ago. You know, it's made that transformation. It is a world-class golf experience for everybody. And if you haven't checked it out yet, you certainly have an opportunity to do it. We're excited to see how the TOC turns out. While I have a moment, Jordan, good luck. BC, good luck. But Casey, we know from your end, everything's going to be taken care of. It always is at Boyne. Appreciate the time. And, you know, if we can ever do anything for you, don't hesitate to reach out.
All right. Thanks, Sean.
All right. Casey
Casey.
Powers kindly joining us, the head golf professional at Boyne Mountain Resort. Don't go anywhere. Lots to get to. We got a half hour more of Spin on Golf right here on 760 WJR. That was great, Casey. Thank you.
He says thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, tell him to get back to his
Get
job.
back to work. Yeah. Now it's cocktail party time.
That's right. That's what I was saying. Get back to work.
Get mine on ice. I don't know, just a beer.
Bud Light.
Bud Light. Yay.
For after the
7:35.
show. Yeah.
It's 7:35. The ribeyes and the black grouper are now coming out of the freezer. Okay, that's about right, huh, Jordan, at Jay's house?
Oh yeah. I was talking about that today with how good Jeff is with the secret package that he brings up north in the cooler for the we missed that at the state pro-am, but yeah.
Oh
man, it's like a smorgasbord of a
year.
cooler of meat and fish and all kinds of stuff.
Lobster tails, you name it. Why not?
It's like there's food for 20, but there's only 4 people.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Franklin Hills Pro-Am.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, that's coming up too. That's right.
It's kind of cool. You got everybody walking by me right here. I'm just right at the corner where we were the other day, BC. And now, of course, everybody's walking by and tapping me on the shoulder and wanting to chat. I'm like, nah, we're on. Everybody.
You can, but you can't.
Yeah, we've
It's
got
like
the,
Mr.
I'll tell you who the POW is. Unequivocally is the pathetic company that lies beneath General Electric. NBC Sports sucks. Absolutely sucks. Brian Stewart 4 times was putting for birdie, and they'd rather watch the behind of Cameron Champ taking 4 minutes to hit a shot. Absolutely pathetic.
And he
Stewart
made
made that putt on 18. Yeah. Screw them. You know. That's all I got to say.
Well,
that's my POW.
Let's see here. Looks like Mr. Gastella, Frank, is watching from Chicago.
Oh, good. Frank is
in Chicago. Yeah.
Frankie's a good man. Hey, Frank.
Yeah. Says he went to the Cubs game. Pretty cool.
Ask him if anybody's messed up his hair. His hair is perfect. Absolutely.
I'm sure he'll make a comment about his awesome hair.
Thanks, Frank. I mean, we're still, wow, you should see this thing going by. It's like a rocket ship going by. I don't think you can see it. But
Oh, yeah, I can see it. Is that the big gray one?
Yeah. That's the Boston.
That's the Voss's. I saw it last night.
Oh.
It's huge.
And now there's about the Coast Guard's out there now. We got the Coast Guard out there.
That boat's got to be about an $8 million boat.
8?
Yeah. How much do you think? Higher? 10? 15?
60?
Oh, 60 million?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize it was that big.
Oh, yeah. It's big. And it's
so inflation will erode its value. You have no access to the principal, and when you die, the money stops, even if you die tomorrow. So we usually recommend the lump sum. You get to invest the money however you want and generate your own income. You have full access anytime, and whatever's left over.
Mike, were the
goes to your
sirens
spouse or
going out
kids.
where you were
For
last
some workers,
night? I mean, it was crazy.
The option is better.
Yeah, it was bad.
So you should meet with a
First one was
financial
like the
advisor.
thunderstorm,
Be
and then
sure
when
that
the
you're
tornado
doing
one
what's
started, I'm
best
like,
for you.
ugh.
That's Rick Edelman, founder
Yeah,
of
there was
Edelman
three
Financial
tornadoes.
Engines, with his advice
I was
on
like,
pensions.
no, come
if you
home.
have a personal finance question,
Just
talk to an
east of
experienced
us,
financial
between
planner
Commerce
at
Township and White Lake was
888-RICK,
awful.
or visit
Hair is perfect.
rickedelman.com.
Right.
Yeah, we don't have power.
Welcome back to the Spin on Golf Show. Once again, your hosts, PGA professionals Jordan Young, Mike Fay, Brian Cairns, and WJR's own Sean Belegian.
Well, so glad you could join us here. Spin on Golf on a Sunday night, 760 WJR. Jordan and BC. Again, good luck, fellas, playing in the Tournament of Champions tomorrow. A great field, guys. I had a chance to talk to one of the contestants, if you will, in the Tournament of Champions on Friday night here on 760 WJR. We had Otto Black on, and really the diversity in this field is incredible. I mean, I can't speak enough. I mean, you guys all know each other. I mean, golf is one big giant family, but it's got to excite you, some of the guys that are going to be playing in the tournament over the next couple of days.
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, well, Ben Cook will be flying in hot. He finished 5th in Latin America. I'm playing with Jeff Bronkema, and I can't remember who the other guy is. But anyway, these guys.
Corey Mahoney.
Yeah, Corey Mahoney. Right. And I played with Corey when he shot 64 a couple years ago, the last round to win. So there's about 25 guys that can really bring it here this week. So you're going to have to make a lot of threes this week to have a chance.
Yeah, Donnie Trosper's playing. You got Jeff Roth, Otto Black, Tom Workmeister, Alex Scott, Bradley Smithson, the Michigan Open champion, Sam Weatherhead. I mean, it just keeps going. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how good a lot of the players are. And then, not to mention a lot of the PGA professionals that are playing that are pretty good as well. Yeah, Hebert, Cook, Ruthkowski, Jake Neen. It just goes on and on and on. So it's a strong field this year. I was surprised. I mean, both the Kuzorts are here, Jeff and Steve, and they're always good for a low number every once in a while. I just saw Chris Voza pass by, and on and on.
What time are you guys teeing off? Jordan, let's start with you. Do you know what your tee time is?
I do actually know my tee time for the day before, which is a good thing for me. So I tee off at 8:30 tomorrow. 8:20.
BC?
No, you don't.
Yeah. I got it right in front of me.
I thought you were at 8:40. I mean, you're 50.
Okay, I guess I don't know what I'm teeing off.
Yeah. I'll be lasering them all day.
BC, when are you teeing off?
8:50.
Okay, cool. We'll definitely keep an eye on it.
8:40 and 8:50. My apologies.
Yep.
Get to watch each other go up the fairway.
Oh,
just like we need to spend more time together.
Mike, maybe you and I should hide in the bushes or put masks on and hide up in the trees or something. That was a little story they were telling during the break. Mike, can you finish that story a little bit?
No, the one that Casey was telling, yes. There was at some point I had to run out onto the Monument Golf Course and find out what was going on the 16th tee. And I found about 20 gentlemen out there with one of them dressed in his, I would estimate 20-year-old wrestling outfit that doesn't quite fit anymore.
Did it have a mask?
He did not have a mask, but he didn't need one while I took him off the golf course, which was very interesting. I've never seen anything like that. All he had on was the tights.
Oh,
yes.
Mike, let's stick with you for a second. Pretty big event over in France today. You've been keeping an eye on it. Tell everybody what happened in Evian en France.
Yes. Personally, one of my favorite, if not my favorite event on the LPGA Tour, because it is so pretty there. I love getting up early and watching it. And as Jordan said, it was a battle of the Lees at the end there. But I tell you what, Minjee Lee from Australia came back from 7 shots back to win her first major championship over Junjin Lee 6. And she shot 64. The second round, she shot the lowest round, tied the lowest round ever in a major championship between men or women with a 61. Amazing performance from Minjee.
And she has a sister who's won too. Hasn't she won a few times?
Well, actually, her brother is on the European Tour, and he just won the Scottish Open.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool for their family. Awesome stuff going on there. A couple other notes about the golf tournament. The highest American finish was by Lanli No. She shot 67 today. She finished at 17 under, and she is 19 years old.
Wow. How about your girl?
Player.
How about your girl?
I did not see my girl on the list.
Oh,
so I was looking.
I'm disappointed.
Yep. And also today, the final round, again, someone shoots 61. Ireland's Leona Maguire shot tying those. There are about 4 people now that have tied that, and all of them are women to have the lowest round in major championship history. How about that?
That's good stuff.
Unbelievable. $4.5 million purse as well. Did we mention that? So a very good day for the Lee family. Very good.
Yes, very, very good day for them. We had the Senior Open in Sunnydale, right, BC?
The Senior Open. Yes.
The Senior Open. Yes.
Stephen
Should I
Dodd.
say it? Can I say it, Jordan? Can I say it?
Yes, you can say it.
Senior Open. Yes. Sorry, I had to say it. Yes, Stephen Dodd held off Jimenez and Clark at the end there for his first major championship. The 55-year-old Welshman making it happen there at the end.
Nice.
Good stuff. A really good leaderboard here. Let's see who we had at the end. You had Darren Clark. You had Bernhard Langer in 4th.
Yep.
Jerry Kelly was over there.
Jimenez
Ernest Els.
second. Yep.
And believe it or not, I saw an appearance by this guy named a guy I went to college with.
Wow.
Rich Beam.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
The Beamer.
Still celebrating, by the way, because I asked him at the U.S.
He
Senior
should.
Open. My Beamer still celebrating every day. My
should.
PGA Championship.
And how about Cameron Champ?
Yeah, his third win. I was going to get to that. 26-year-old, his third win on tour. Unbelievable. Got to give him some love for that.
I heard
He has not had the greatest year, right, Jordan? I mean, he's missed 11 cuts so far this year.
Well, I do want to talk about that too, because he has missed a lot of cuts, and he said it was nothing about the ball striking at all. It wasn't about any of the technical stuff. It's more about how he thinks of himself in his mind and just finding something. And I think that's important to know. Like, you can hit it like all over the place, and still, if you can just get it in the hole and start thinking positively, things can change. And he certainly found it. Especially that last hole, it was kind of cool to see him muck it up all the way up and then hit one good shot to about a foot and then tap it in for the 2-shot win.
Yes, for those of you that like to watch golf balls spin backwards, it was a pretty awesome shot.
And Louis, number 2 again.
Which one of you guys said that during the break? I mean, guy finished second. He might be golfer of the year, and it seems like he finishes second every single week. But this goes back to what you guys were saying a few weeks ago. It's like, there's no shame in doing that. The guy's playing darn good golf.
Yeah, one of the stats I heard as I was driving over was Cameron Champ has more wins than Louis Oosthuizen and Tony Fenow in the last few on the PGA Tour. Now that's scary.
Yeah.
He's had 3 wins. It's kind of hard to believe, right?
He went
Pretty
from
awesome
what?
stuff.
He went all the way up to 47th in the FedEx Cup points, where he hasn't even, sniffed making a cut the last 3 months, basically. And all you got to do is win. I mean, just have one good week, and you're a hero, right? That's it.
Yeah, and then Brian Stewart tied for 6, correct, BC?
Yep. Yeah. Stewie had a little 7-footer on 18 there, and he raked it in, moved from 13th all the way up to T6, and he moves to 89th in the FedEx Cup points now, and looks like he's kind of, knock on wood, secured himself another FedEx Cup playoff.
That's
Good for
awesome.
Stewie.
That's good.
Yeah, so Cameron Champ, as you mentioned, Jordan, 2 strokes ahead of Louis, Vegas, and Schwartzel, all finished
Nice,
at
Rieger.
13.
Nice.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what transpires. Louis is going to pop it sooner or later. I mean, right? I jokingly take Fenow in every tournament because it's the same logic. At some point in time, you have to break through, but Louis is like a level past that, isn't he?
How many years? 8 years I took Westwood.
Yeah.
Didn't work out for me.
No doubt. All right, don't go anywhere. We have one more segment to go, including the world famous POW. And I don't know who the POW is. I'm going to venture a guess, but I'm going to keep it to myself. Only one man knows who the POW is, and we'll find out from him in the last segment of the show. So glad you could join us at Spin on Golf on a Sunday night here on 760 WJR.
I do want to say a special thanks to my host today at the Kingsley Club.
Of course,
Tracy Withy. He let me come out and play. We had a good time. We played in a nice little 2 hours and 50 minutes. It's pretty cool. I haven't played it in a long time.
I want to wish good luck to all of our kids playing in the Michigan Junior Am tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah, we should probably bring that up real quick off the top.
I will. You know what? I'll throw that out there. Like I always say, I want you guys to give your shout outs or plugs or anything like that, and we'll start with you. Is that cool, Mike?
Yep, absolutely. I think that's a huge tournament.
Yeah, it's a huge tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Save some ribeye and some of that grouper. All right.
Look at Champagne posing over there. I like that.
We got the boat up.
Oh, Bird.
Up yet, Bird?
There's what's his name? Our boat.
That's our boat. We just got boats going by, back and forth. Boats going back and forth.
We were going to come wave last night, but we were going the other way.
Yeah, that's kind of out of the way.
We came in last night. It was 12:45.
Oh.
And we were coming around the pier there.
Yeah, you could have waved at me. I was out fishing.
No. I mean in the harbor.
Oh God, no.
Into the marina.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, it's kind of cool watching even like the guys that faltered a little bit coming down the stretch. Like Bo Hogue finished bogey double or something like that, and he's right on the cusp. And so was the Canadian kid, Roger Sloan. Am I on mute?
Yeah, Bo went 72-70.
Yeah, but he like they both. Sloan went double bogey on his last six.
Yeah.
And Hogue went bogey, par, double to end the round. So they slipped down to like 16th. They were in the top 4 or 5.
Yeah. Yeah, they're tied for 16. Yeah. Boy, Sloan shot a 64 day one.
Yeah. And he's been struggling. I think he's like 180 on the list, maybe even higher than that.
Yeah.
The app on my phone doesn't have their projected numbers, but the online website does.
Mike, are you familiar with Northville now that you've been here a little while? Are you familiar with Northville at all?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's my daughter works at the little restaurant.
Our application is 100% online and can be done in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You might even get same-day coverage.
Well, we were lucky. The power
with the right
flickers
policy
didn't
and
go
the right
out.
price from
Same here.
top-rated carriers.
I had to
no
take a
medical
trip all the
exams
way up to
and no
White
blood
Lake to
tests.
pick up
Now
my
you
daughter,
can spend
and
less time sorting through
it was
confusing paperwork and more time with the loved ones you want to protect.
No lights.
Go to ethoslife.com today to apply in minutes. That's ethoslife.com. Ethos Technologies, Inc. operates in some states as Ethos Life Insurance Services. Not available in all states.
Welcome back to the Spin on Golf Show. Now, back to your hosts, PGA professionals Jordan Young, Mike Fay, Brian Cairns, and WJR's own Sean Ballegian.
Well, while we wish BC and Jordan Young all the best in the Tournament of Champions that they'll be playing in tomorrow, I would be remiss if I didn't mention how envious I am. I'm looking at the background for both of them. Mike, you know this better than anybody. Not only is it beautiful, but boy, there is a smell up there. I don't even know how to explain it. If you want to go simple and say it's just a fresh smell, we can do that. But I absolutely love it up there.
I spend every day looking at that same view that you guys are looking at. And I tell you what, the air is so clean. And when it thunders up, it is the loudest thunder you'll ever hear. There's nothing blocking it. It's so cool. Great place.
Well, before we get to the POW, lots of stuff going on, not only the Tournament of Champions, we were talking about it earlier, but I know we always like to throw some shout-outs out there and give you guys the opportunity to talk about what's going on for you. Mike, we'll start with you.
Yes, Jordan and I are NBC. We have a bunch of kids playing tomorrow in the 43rd Michigan Junior State Amateur at the TPC of Michigan. The kids will play 36 holes tomorrow to make it into match play. So good luck to the kids.
That's
awesome.
walking
36, no caddies, hoofing it all by themselves.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah. Anything else going on with you, Mike?
Yes, that's what's going on. I am very busy coaching right now in between the raindrops, Sean. Yeah, the rain has been something else, like we said earlier.
Well,
but getting the kids ready for the tournament was really important to me.
We think the week's going to be good. I know the last time I looked, and I'm just pulling it up right now, they're saying a chance of rain on Thursday, but right now it's just a chance, so hopefully it's a nice week out there. Jordan, I know you had a couple of shout-outs as well.
Yeah, coming up north, you get a chance to do some different things that you don't normally do. And last night, I think I mentioned earlier, I took it was kind of like Miami Vice, like boat ride with Stu Schulman on his new boat. And wow, it was pretty cool. Went down to Charlevoix, so I want to thank him for that. And then today I got a chance to go over and check out a special at a place that I played a long time ago, Kingsley Club, with Tracy Withy. He hosted me down there, and it was awesome. There was hardly anybody out there. It was just beautiful, and got some good reps in. So thanks to Tracy. And I'm just looking forward to the week. I didn't have any shanks today or yesterday, and I'm feeling good. So who knows what's going to happen. I just want to go have some fun and compete.
Get her done. Represent the Eagles, right?
Absolutely. Go Eagles.
BC, you had me at black grouper and ribeye. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't been able to get my head off of that combination. What do you got going on, my friend?
Well, we're going to go to the yacht club instead. It's a tough evening, so I gotta go there instead. But looking forward to the week and looking forward to the Alpine. Again, looking forward to putting on really, really good greens, and they'll be fresh in the morning. So looking forward to it. That's about it. Got to get back to work and get 3 kids ready for the U.S. Amateur in a few weeks.
Great stuff. All right, we got about 3 minutes to go. Enough time. The one, the only, POW, the Punk of the Week, brought to you by, insert your name here if you're interested. Contact Jeff Marcero. And brought to you by BC himself. Ladies and gentlemen, BC.
When I watch golf, it's kind of a rarity. But when I watch golf and someone's in the top 10 with a semi-chance not to win, but to get a big jump in the FedEx Cup standings at the end of the year, you expect the network to show everybody play golf, not the behind of the guy that's in lead taking 4 minutes to hit the shot. No, I'm no speed demon, but it was 4 minutes, one shot. And when Brian Stewart, who is a Jackson, Michigan person and a really, really good dude, has a birdie putt on the 18th hole to move from 13th to 6th place and make a big jump in FedEx Cup points, I don't want to see the behind of Cameron Champ. NBC Sports, you're pathetic. The whole telecast was pathetic.
I love
That's
the
all I
fact
gotta
that we're
say.
all just, pushed aside because the punk of the week is now just BC's punk of the week because he's got the nominee. I don't have anybody because I just know he's going to have some construed story about something. We're all just, over here.
Come on, watch golf, not watch somebody's behind.
At least it
That's
wasn't
me.
Bryson this week.
Yeah, well, no, he's got his own issues, but Patrick Reed's in. Yay, Patrick Reed.
I want to know who the pick is to win the Olympics. Is
Might be a
Matsuyama
repeat.
playing?
Boy, you'd think he would be as a hometown hero. Boy,
Sergio Garcia.
Sergio individual, yeah. Sergio. I'm surprised like Oosthuizen isn't playing. Although he reigns from the States now, but still. I don't know. It's Patrick Reed
Sergio
coming
is
in
not
late.
playing. Thanks, David.
Who is not playing?
Sergio.
Oh,
And Rom's not
Matsuyama's
playing either.
though.
Yeah, so that's it because I think they've got one Spaniard and that's what shortened the field from 60 to 59. So the field's only 59 now because they didn't have enough time to send somebody else over there. Just absolutely amazing.
Morikawa for the United States.
Ooh.
Playing good.
Yeah, pretty hard to deny
We're
that.
we're getting the cutoff
good.
from some of the players here going, that's enough, guys.
Well, you guys can go have a great time tonight. Don't have too great of a time because certainly want you guys at your best tomorrow. Best of luck to both of you. Seriously, we'll be following along.
Play good, guys.
No
Thanks,
doubt
guys.
about it. That will do it for tonight. Want to certainly thank our guest earlier in the show as well, Casey Powers. Look, I'll say it again. Not only do they have the great event going up there this weekend, but there is always a world-class golf experience. You head up there, they are going to take care of you at Boyne. There's no doubt about that. Dave Rieger, we appreciate you. Jeff Marcero, always appreciate you. Eric Dortch, Dave Kingpin Rieger as well. Always taking care of things back on the 760 WJR side of things. We will join you again next week, 7 o'clock right here on 760 WJR. Good luck to the gentlemen. Mike, good luck. It's always a busy week for you. Hope everybody out there has a great week. We'll talk to you next week, 7 o'clock right here on 760 WJR. Good night, everybody, from Spin on Golf. Get her done, fellas.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Johnny. See you guys.
All right, we'll
See you in the
see you,
morning,
boys.
BC.
See you.